Hi everyone, it's Fredster here again. Had an absolute mare with the i8 yesterday. So I tried to get into the car, pressed the remote, nothing, no lights, no nothing. I thought, oh okay, the battery's gone on the remote. Tried the second remote, nothing either. So the only way to get into the car was actually sticking the key into the lock under there and opening the car up. So getting into the car, absolutely no lights on the dashboard, no nothing, wouldn't start, nothing. So I thought, oh great, battery's gone, as in the main battery. Phoned up BMW, they said, oh it's a £250 call out to come and have a look at the car, and then if it's the main battery we're talking about £8,000 to £9,000 for a new battery. Great customer service when the car's warranty ran out 7 days ago. So I thought, okay, let's think of what could be the problem. So no one seems to have had this problem with this car, where the car was literally completely dead, like nothing at all. Then I found out that some people had been using the car for using just the radio and stuff, and that was powered by the 12-volt battery. So didn't realize actually there's another 12-volt battery in the car as well as the main battery. So apparently that 12-volt battery drives everything inside the car, so the dashboard, the locks, the radio system, navigation, everything in the car, apart from the actual drivetrain, which the main high voltage battery runs. So I'm thinking, okay, that's good. If I can somehow get to the 12-volt battery, oh hello Marge, maybe if I can charge that, then it might solve the problems, because apparently the 12-volt system runs separately to the main high voltage one, which I thought, oh great, and that would be the reason, because the microprocessor inside the car, which is telling the car to charge from the plug-in charger, is not operating, because it's not got any voltage whatsoever coming into it to say, hey, it's okay to charge like it is now. So what I had to do was undo, and this is a two-man job, to undo the front bonnet. So underneath each of the doors there's this little flap here, and you just take the top off of that, and then under there you can see this little like pull thing. So that you just pull, and the right hand bonnet will click and you can hear it come up. Then you have to repeat the same thing over this side. I've taken these two off. Oh, by the way, that blue one is to manually take off the release the charging cable, I believe, but that's the other one in there. So after taking the main bonnet up, two people, by the way, you have to slightly lift, you have to lift this, but also use the other hand to lift here, and the car bonnet sort of goes slightly up and over and across, and then you have to then stick a screwdriver in each of these holes here to keep the bonnet from going up, because there is no there's no hydraulics in there. So you can see done it both sides. That will then expose where the battery is, the 12-volt battery, which is here under this cover. So it's covered like this. Just lift that up. Then what I did was I took these terminals off. There's a 10mm bolt on each of those. So took that off and that off, removed both terminals so that the battery is not connected to the car. I did a meter reading, and the car battery was reading 4 volts, so it was completely dead, pretty much. So I put a regular 12-volt charger, any 12-volt charger, you know, your standard car charger, on there to charge it up. Gave it 4 hours of charge, put the terminals back on after it had reached 12 volts, and it should be running about 12 to 13 volts when it's fully charged, but I wanted to, before it's fully charged, I wanted to see if my theory was correct. So put the terminals back on, tighten them up, and voila, the car came back to life. So I then went inside the car, and then you can probably see here the dashboard came back on, everything was working. As you can now see, the car is charging, the battery, the main battery, the high voltage battery is charging nicely, as it should be, and I didn't have to pay BMW anything to get this fixed. So anyway, hope this helps you out. The car seems to be running perfectly well now after that battery is now fully charged, but the tip here is, if you have an i8, or in fact probably any other battery powered vehicle, don't ever let the battery run completely out. But I was thinking, crikey, if I'd gone on holiday and left my car at the airport or something, and I was away for 3 weeks or so, and came back and the car's dead, what do? You're absolutely stuffed. And BMW don't make it any easier to get into the vehicle to try and sort this problem out. And apparently you can't jump start this car either, so you'd be absolutely stuffed. So anyway, that's my tip for today. Hope this helps. Until the next time.